Hi everyone, are you living in Kuwait or are you planning to come to Kuwait? Do you know that there are certain cultures that could put you into trouble if you do not observe them? That's why I'm here. I want to update you and give you information on those cultures in Kuwait that you need to know so that you don't get into trouble. All right, let's get into it. Number one, for the ladies, don't shake the ladies. Don't shake the ladies, except if she brings her hands out first. Then you could go ahead to, shake them. And the women, don't shake a woman. Don't try to hug a woman. Don't do that. You could get into trouble. In Africa or in America, in some other part of the world, you could just see someone and greet, stretch out your hands to greet them. Some back home in Africa, you could even hug a lady or something like that. Don't do that here. They don't do it here. All right. Secondly, let's talk about dress code. The way you dress. Kuwait is an Islamic nation, so of course they have their attire. They cover up everywhere. Now, as an expert, you're not expected to dress like them or dress traditionally the way they dress, but you have to dress conservatively. Don't just expose your body for ladies or even for guys. You have to dress conservative in a way that your body parts are not showing off or not being exposed. All right. In the malls, you have to dress, correctly. But in the beaches, when you go to the beaches, you can wear swimwear. It's allowed. All right. Another thing, public behavior. Now, do not talk about Kuwait in a bad manner publicly. Don't criticize them, not even on social media, not even online. Don't say bad things about Kuwait, about the leaders, or about them. All right, that could land you into big trouble. It could land you into big trouble. And also, don't photograph people. Don't photograph people without their permission, especially the women or their government places. Now, this could land you into jail or could land you into deportation. All right. So again, don't photograph people without their permission, especially women and the government buildings, government places. Don't just bring out your phone and start taking photographs or start taking pictures. You have to have permission. I remember one time I went to the one of the park. Before I took pictures and videos, I saw I had to be the security there, and I told him, "This is what I want to do. Am I allowed to do this?" And he said, "Yeah, yeah, of course you can." So he even took me around and took me to places where I've posted the video here and took me to places where I was able to cover. So always get a permission before you do any public shot or something to avoid trouble. Also, show respect in public spaces. Don't go out start asking the women out or trying to, you know, run after the women or embarrass them publicly. In fact, respect their women, respect them, and keep your distance as much as you can from them. All right, and that even goes to some of that you could see the ladies, some of the young ladies. If you see them, they'll be looking so big, but they are small kids, maybe 13, 14, 15, and they are looking like big adults. That will land you into trouble, big trouble. Avoid their women. All right, there's a whole lot of other expats, maybe Africans, if you're from African or Americans or British community, American community, other expat communities where you can mingle and do your stuff, but avoid their women. Avoid, you can't even go out with them. They can't even go out with you. If they can't, safe, they can't. They will jail you. All right. They will jail you because you can't even marry them. All right, so that's that. And also avoid, even with your wife or with your fiance, avoid public display of affection. Avoid public display of affection, cuddling, kissing, doing all those romantic stuff outside, like you see in American movies or like sometimes you do in Africa. You can't do that here. You're going to land into trouble. This is an Islamic nation and it's not allowed to be done. So beware, be careful of the things that you do. All right. So if they try it, they get into trouble, and you also might be jailed. Lastly, um, they hold their culture to high esteem and they hold their religion to high esteem. So during Ramadan, they expect everybody to respect their fasting period. That means when they are fasting, you're not allowed to eat in the public places. You can't eat in the restaurant during their fasting period. You can eat in your house, enclosed, but don't eat outside. Don't eat in public places, in offices where they can see you. You will enter into trouble if you do that. And if you are in Kuwait also, about 5 times in a day, you will hear prayer call. There is a loud music in the city. You will hear it, very loud music. It's a prayer call. During that period, some shops close down. Some people, if you're from Nigeria, you will know how the Muslims do when they are doing their prayer. So that kind of setting is happening here. So you respect them during that period. I remember one time I was having a section with a little girl, and then there was a prayer call. I was still talking, and then she was like, Mister, there's a prayer call. You're not supposed to be talking. And I'm like, oh, that's so. I didn't know about that. But in order to just respect her and respect their family, because I was in their place, I had to just, okay, let's observe that for a while. So I allowed them have their thing. And I remember, periods even while in school when I was teaching, they have the break time. Even after break time, if when the break time, elapse into their prayer time, you come into class and you see all of them praying, and I'm standing waiting for them to finish their prayer just before I can start teaching. So you have to observe and respect them, respect their religion, because you are in their country, their rules. If you don't like it, you take. If you don't like it, you leave. All right. So that's that about the few things I have to share. If you live in Kuwait and you know all that stuff that I miss out, please put it in the comment section. And if you have questions, you can also put it in the comment section. Generally, Kuwait is a lovely people. They love respect, they love hospitality, and they love tradition. So when you are here, please respect them, observe them, and you will enjoy yourself. You will not go into trouble. I'd see you in my other videos. Bye.